Hello everyone, Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for episode 2 of Ninja Kamui. This is an anime that I recently found that originally airs on Adult Swim, next day on Max, and that's how I'm watching it. So I'm watching this on Max. Just a quick synopsis of the anime as a whole if you missed my first episode. Former ninja Higan is ambushed by assassins who seek bloody revenge on him and his family for their betrayal after escaping his clan and fleeing into rural America. Now, in episode 2, Higan learns that a string of recent murder victims were all former ninjas who had their covers blown. Higan goes after their boss ninja and swears to take revenge for his dead wife and son by crushing their organization. So this is definitely a revenge story. We learned that in the first episode. Um, and I think the second episode does a really good job of following up on that premise by giving us a lot of world building about the clan, about the world of ninjas, a lot of exposition about that. But it's all very interesting, right? It's never dull or anything that doesn't feel like it belongs in this world. I will be going into spoilers for this episode, so if you haven't seen the episode, make sure to go check it out before you come listen to the rest of this. So we finally hear Higan's name. I think for the first time in this episode, I made a note because I wanted to definitely make sure that I tracked stuff like that. So it looks like there's a bunch of ninjas that have been leaving Japan. This clan also chooses to leave Japan to like maybe expand their ways. For the longest time, this clan had decided to, only keep their clan and their knowledge for Japan. But this kind of changes. Of course, they've kind of stated that the factors will be exterminated. That's their main thing. They don't want the secrets getting out. They don't want people to know how this is, what's going on. Um, we continue to follow Mike and Emma, the FBI agents. I mentioned in my first episode review that their storyline is not the most exciting thing, and it continues to just kind of be a bit middling here. I'm not super excited to follow them around. So I don't really know how they're gonna play into this, especially in this world of like ninjas and technology and even maybe supernatural abilities. We did get to meet a doctor that comes heal Higan. We also learn more about this like really messed up dystopian society that they kind of live in. But overall, the biggest reveal I feel was the reveal of how Higan stayed alive after everything that happened. Right, he had been declared dead by a coroner, and then he came back to life. It looks that he has some abilities that we haven't fully explored, and I hope that the show will eventually go see what's going on and touch on those things. But yeah, I'm excited to figure out how these ninjas have different abilities, and if that's the case, uh, how they kind of use them, and maybe look a little bit more into that part of the world. Uh, and then we get a big battle, like ninja versus big technology, which is interesting because the from what we know, the antagonists, the bad guys, they are looking to embrace the ninja ways, but also add in their own technology. There's a big company named, I believe it's Azura, that is just this, it's a stand-in for all the tech companies that are just kind of ruining the world in their own dystopian kind of way. And that's kind of what it, and so it's really about this guy has Higan he has to go out for revenge, but he's gonna face something that's not just the clan of ninjas that he left, but also now their allies, which is like this big tech world company. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. They definitely have a big mix of like very cool things happening. So yeah, this anime is very well paced. This episode I feel was a lot better paced, not a lot, but just a bit better paced than the first one. And now that we care a little bit more about our protagonist, it's easier to follow along. So we continue to get some really cool fights. We continue to get some really cool animation. The voice cast and the voice acting continues to. I'm watching the dub of this, so I haven't even. I don't even know if there's a Japanese version out there on Max. So if you guys think that the original Japanese, if this isn't Japanese or the sub is better, let me know down in the comments. But I think I'm going to stick with it in English just because that's kind of the way I've already gone into it. So if you have seen this episode, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments as always. Thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.